the last lectures, what we have discussed? We have discussed about the elementary mathematics of class 11th. So today again in the part second we are going to discuss about the trigonometry, which is basically used in the physics for solving the numericals. So we are going to here learn something about the basic of the trigonometry. Students, if I draw a circle, here I have drawn a circle. So what you know about the circle? If it is the origin of the circle. So let us suppose that small r is the radius of the circle, and after when the time t is 0, the particle is at point A. Okay, when the time t is 0, the particle is at point A. So the distance from O to A will be r, that is known as a radius. As the time passes and it becomes t, when the time becomes t, the particle reaches to the point B. Okay, so this distance AB, in the mathematics you have learned that the arc, any curve geometry is said to be the arc. Here AB is length L. So what we can say that here the particle is moving in the angular form, so which is known as the angular displacement, that is theta. So here, from here what we can write that the angular displacement theta is equals to arc upon radius. So what is that? Arc is here AB. So arc is AB and radius is OA. So here what we can write that L upon R. Here what we have obtained, theta is equals to L by R. Now we are moving, because a lots of time students are asking that, sir, how you have written that theta is equals to L by R? That is nothing but that is the arc upon radius for a circular trajectory. So what we are going to discuss further is that about some trigonometrical functions. So before going to state about the trigonometrical functions, first we have to start with the triangle. What is triangle? A triangle is a geometry which is having the three sides. Okay, so if I draw here a triangle, here I am drawing a triangle which is a right angle triangle. Here I have drawn a right angle triangle, so it will be 90 degree. So here it is 90 degree. So this is 90 degree and this angle is theta. Okay, so the angle, so the side which is attached with this angle is the larger one side is said to be the hypotenuse. Okay, the side which is attached with theta below is known as the base, and the side in front of the angle, this side is the in front of this angle theta, is known as perpendicular. So there are some trigonometrical functions as sine, cos theta, cos theta and tan theta. So from here what we can write easily for memorizing, there is a trick that P BP upon HHB. Okay, so that for the term of sine theta, it will be equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Okay, cos theta is equals to base upon hypotenuse. So base upon hypotenuse, and tan theta is equals to perpendicular upon base. So it will be, this is perpendicular and this is base. So perpendicular upon base. Okay. Now if someone is asking that, sir, at the place of here P, B and H, if you put a value like this, what? At the place of here I put A, here I put B and here I put C. So what we can write from here, if someone is asking from this triangle, find out the value of sine theta, cos theta and tan theta. So from here, what is perpendicular? So this side whose length is A is the perpendicular. This side whose length is B is base, and the side whose length is C is hypotenuse. So perpendicular upon hypotenuse, perpendicular is A and hypotenuse is C. Okay. Then let's suppose this is the origin, and then perpendicular upon hypotenuse gives the cos theta. So perpendicular is base upon hypotenuse. Base is B and hypotenuse is C. And here tan theta is equals to base upon perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is A and base is small b. So if we are having these values, that the perpendicular, base and hypotenuse, we can easily find out the sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. So further in this lecture we will just going to study about if something is written in the form like that. So what we will discuss. Students, here I have given you the ideology about the sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. Now we are just going to discuss the table of sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. How we can find out the values of sin, cos and tan. Let us suppose that if a student says that, sir, here you have drawn a triangle and draw the theta is here. But now if I draw a right angle triangle like this, okay, this is a right angle triangle. Now theta is here. Okay, now the theta is here. So the side which is in front of the theta, so this side is in front of, let us give the name A, B and C. Here side AB is in front of theta. So this will be what? Perpendicular. Okay, perpendicular. Okay, this side will be the base and this will be the hypotenuse. Okay, so if someone is asking, sir, from here how you can write that the sin theta, cos theta and the value of tan theta, easily, it is very easy, my dear students, because sin theta is equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Here perpendicular is side AB upon, that is the hypotenuse, that is side AC. Okay, cos theta is equals to base upon hypotenuse. What is here base? Here base is BC, side BC, and hypotenuse is side AC. So BC upon AC. And the last one is tan theta. Tan theta is equals to perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is AB and base is BC. So by putting these values, we can find out the sin theta, cos theta and the value of tan theta. Now just move in the other example. So just find out the values of this sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. These are the trigonometrical functions. So in general we are having the 6 trigonometrical functions as sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, okay, cosec theta, sec theta and cot theta. Okay, so if we are going to write the values, if theta is equals to how much? Angle is 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree, then what will be the value of sin, cos and tan? Okay students, so here if here sin theta is equals to sin theta, cos theta and tan theta, if theta becomes 0, then sin 0 will be 0. Sin 30 will be 1 by 2, half. Sin 45 1 by root 2. Sin 60 root 3 by 2. And what? Sin 90 is equals to 1. Now whatever be the value from here, then the value of sin 90 will be cos 0. So put the value like here 1, here root 3 by 2, here 1 by root 2, here 1 by 2 and the last it is 0. Means sin 0 0, cos 0 1, sin 90 1, cos 90 0. And from the table what you have observed here, we have observed here that at the theta is equals to 45 degree, both the sine and cosine have the same value as 1 by root 2. Now just getting the tan theta, sine upon cos is equal to tan theta, 0 upon 1 that is 0. Here that is 1 upon root 3. Here 1 upon root 2 into 1 upon root 2 that is 1. Here 1 by, here it will be root 3 and here it will be infinity. So student, if you don't know, if you are not memorizing these values, you can write here from here, and you can take the screenshot from the board. So I am just here, I am waiting for the 2 minutes, just take the screenshot. So students, as you all have noted these points, so let's move on and just move towards a very basic thing. A lots of time, a few values are asked frequently in your examinations as a IIT means JEE or that is a NEET examination. So there may be asked, if I draw a triangle, okay, if I draw a triangle, okay, here theta is 37 degree and here theta is 53 degree. If this smaller angle is 3, if it is 4, then it will be 5. Now what we can write from here? So from here what we can observe? Sine 37 degree, we will find out the value of sine 37 degree, cos 37 degree, and from here cos of 57 degree and sine of 57 degree, because these values are frequently asked for your numericals. So sine theta is equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular is 3 and hypotenuse is 5. Okay. Now cos theta, here cos theta is equal to cos 37. So that is base upon hypotenuse. Base is 4 and hypotenuse is 5. Cos 57 degree. So cos 53 degree here. It will be 53. Okay. So here cos 53. Cos 53 means if this angle is, so it will be perpendicular, it will be base and it will be height. Okay. So here cos is equals to base upon hypotenuse. So here the base will be 3 and hypotenuse will be 5. So it will be 3 by 5. And sine 53, sine theta is equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So here it will be 4 will be perpendicular and hypotenuse will be 5. So it will be 4 by 5 will be the value of sine 37 degree, cos 37 degree, cos 53 degree and sine 53 degree. These are the basic values which may frequently ask in your examinations. Okay? Okay, students. Okay, students, a lots of time there are few identities are asked which you have to be memorized for solving the problem in the physics. So what are those identities? Those important formulas or identities are here. I am listing important formulas or are listed here, that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Okay. From here what we can also write that if we are willing to find out the value of sine square theta, so what will happen? Cos square theta will be transferred from here, then it will be 1 minus cos square theta. If someone says that no sir, we have to find out the value of cos square theta, so it will be cos square theta will be 1 minus sine square theta. Okay. Now sine 2 theta, sine 2 theta, so its value will be 2 sine theta into cos of theta. Okay. Now the next one is cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta will be cos square theta minus sin square theta. Now this as of here we have split this identity into the two more formulas. So from here we can also write, from here if we use this is equation number 1. So cos square theta is equals to 1 minus sin square theta, put the value 1 minus sin square theta, and already here sin square theta. So what is that? This is 1 minus 2 sin square theta. We get the one more formula. Cos 2 theta is equals to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. If we put the value of what? Sin square theta. So put cos 2 theta is equals to cos square theta minus, instead of in place of sin square theta we can put here 1 minus cos square theta. So here negative becomes positive. So cos square theta that is 2 cos square theta minus 1 is also a value of what? That cos 2 theta. And the next identity is that 1 plus 10 square theta is equals to sec square theta. So these are the basic formulas and basic identities which may use for solving our numericals in the physics. So student, now we are just moving towards these all are the basic formulas how we can use for the trigonometrical functions. Okay student? Students, as we are knowing that the quadrants are also used in the trigonometry, so there are the 4 quadrants in the trigonometry. That is, this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. So in the first quadrant all the trigonometrical functions sine, cos, tan, cos and sec, everything will be positive. So in the first quadrant all positive, all quantities will be positive. In the second quadrant, okay, first quadrant, that is theta is equals to 0. Here it is what? 90 degree, it is 180, and this is 270, and when it reaches again it becomes 360. Okay, so in the first quadrant all the trigonometrical functions are positive. In the second positive, in the second quadrant only sine positive, here tan positive, only the tan, and rest of all negative. And here what? That is a positive. Okay, so here I have mentioned each and everything. So student, what we can write like that, if you are having the transformation like sine to sine theta to the sine theta, if the transition is from the sine to sine and the transition is in pi or 2 pi, means 180 degree or 280 degree, then the sine becomes sine. Okay, if it is cos, the transition of cos takes place from pi to 2 pi, means pi, and for 2 pi it will be again similar cos in the cos. If this transition is of sine, if we take the transition of sine in pi by 2, so what it will be? Here the angle becomes half, means 90 degree, so it will be changes from sine to cos. And if here cos and the transition brings in pi by 2, it becomes sine. So let's use these all factors to change. Okay, so I am going to give you the ideology how to do these things. Students, if I am writing here sine 90 means pi by 2 plus theta, sine 90 minus theta, cos 90 plus theta, and cos 90 minus theta. What will be its value? So as we are seeing here transition is from pi by 2. So the things becomes changed. Sine becomes cos theta, sin becomes cos theta, cos becomes sin theta, and here the sin again becomes sin theta. What will be there? Sin. So sin 90 plus theta, this is from 0, and from 0 to here, that is 90 degree. Okay, 90 plus theta means exceed from the 90. So as we are reaching from the first quadrant to the second quadrant, so students, only the what? Sin will be positive. Here sin is positive, so here we will give the positive sign. Okay, now sin 90 minus theta, this is 0 to 90, and 90 minus theta means less than 90. So here all the sin, cos, tan, everything is positive, so it will be again positive. Here now cos 90 plus theta, 90, 0 to 90 and plus theta. So here only sin is positive and rest of the negative. So here cos becomes here negative, and cos 90 minus theta. So this is 90 minus theta, and here it says that this is the first quadrant. So all will be positive. So here the sign will give as a positive. Okay, students. If you have got it, that is a very good sign. So just move to the next part. Here the transition was from the pi by 2. Now we are just going to learn for the 180 degree. So just I am going to erase here. A slight change I am going to make, that is here theta becomes 180. 180 means that is pi. Okay, students. So what is that? As I have given you the idea that if the transition becomes pi, the sign will be sine, no change. So it is sin theta, it becomes sin theta, it becomes cos theta, and it also becomes cos theta. So now just see what will be their sine. Okay, cos 0, 90, 180. 180 plus theta means in the third quadrant. So in the third quadrant only 10 is positive, rest of them are negative. So we will put negative. Sin 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta means in the second quadrant only sign is positive. So here it will be positive. Cos 180 plus theta. 180, 0, 90, 180 and plus theta here. So only 10 is positive, so it will be negative. And cos 180 minus theta, 180 minus theta. Okay, but only sign is positive, but here it is cos, so it will be negative. So by this method we can find out these functions values. Okay, students. So in the next lecture we will discuss about the binomial functions and all the basic elementary mathematics functions. Have a good day.